Friday morning. Thank you so much for joining me. Praise the Lord, praise the Lord, praise the Lord. I'm Coach Ingrid Hughes, the CEO and founder of Team Life Changers, where we change lives every single day, starting with our own. You all know I come to you every Friday morning that the Lord allows between 7 a.m. and 7:15 a.m. Eastern Time with a little segment that I like to call What I Learned This Week. And what I learned this week is we are all like a toolbox. And so as such, we need to learn to use the right tool for the right occasion. So you all know I've been reading this book for personal development called Surrounded by Idiots, right? Well, I regularly like to share golden nuggets that I find from whenever I'm reading a book for personal development with you here on my Friday Lives. First, have any of you gone out and gotten this book or ordered it or doing your Kindle, however you do it? I like a paperback book, or I like to have the pages in my hand. But has anybody gone out and gotten this book? If you have, go ahead and comment below. I want to hear your feedback on it, what you think of it so far. At any rate, I learned this week that we are all like a toolbox, or at least our beliefs and our behavior patterns are. And that means that all types are needed. So there is a tongue-twisting quote in here by a psychoanalyst named Carl Jung that reads, and I'm going to read it from the book because I couldn't memorize it. It reads, "We see what we do, but we do not see why we do what we do. Thus, we assess and appraise each other through what we see that we do." Translation: our differing behavior patterns create dynamicness in our lives, dynamism in our lives, and none of us act exactly the same in all situations. I mean, we all have our professional voice and behavior, a different behavior for funerals, and yet another different one for being around our close friends and loved ones, right? Right. See, we're like a toolbox. So depending on the occasion, a tool can be the right or wrong tool. The book uses, as an example, using a sledgehammer to hang a photo in the foyer. So we need to learn to apply that in how we interact with others. Do you remember when I first got this book a couple weeks ago and I shared the first lesson that I learned from it? And that was that communication happens on the listener's terms. Well, that words are very powerful, and the way we use them is extremely powerful as well. So armed with that knowledge, it's a good idea for us to start to understand how we're perceived, since most people you encounter are not like you. That means the way that they receive your message may not actually be the message you intended at all. Case in point, the title of this book, Surrounded by Idiots, it's totally not what this book is about at all. But it can definitely be misinterpreted. You can take offense to it, or you can just think it's hilarious. But until you start to read it, you start to understand that it's nothing about idiots at all. So here's this week's call to action. Respect another person's beliefs and behavior patterns as you work on understanding your own. Promise to make a good faith effort to be an active listener, so you'll listen, speak openly and honestly, and reflect in order to use the proper tool in your toolbox for every occasion. Let's not pull out that sledgehammer to hang that photo. Got it? Got it. God loves you, and so do I. Have a blessed and healthy day, week, and rest of your month. Bye now.